Welcome to United Strikes, Man United fans, where in this video we're going over all the latest news regarding Manchester United before the important match against Crystal Palace, where if we get to win, and fingers crossed we will, we can celebrate our third win in a row. We have good news in relation to Antony's situation and how he's back in training with the team, in addition to the latest transfer news in regards to Jadon Sancho and his possible transfer. We'll also go through players who will not unfortunately make it to the match against Crystal Palace, but without any further ado, let's kick things off in this video. So, Manchester United have announced that Antony will return to the squad after being interviewed by Greater Manchester Police over allegations of assault made by a former girlfriend. The club issued a statement on Friday morning confirming that the Brazilian who returned to the UK earlier this week has cooperated with police inquiries in both Brazil and the UK. As a result, he will resume training at Carrington and will be available for selection. Ten Hag also mentioned in his interview that he doesn't think that Antony is a distraction to the team. He has also said that he thinks Antony will do well and he will see if he's fit for the match against Crystal Palace. Now, I assume a lot of us are generally wondering why Manchester United has made such a decision, because when you think about it, considering everything that the club has been through in a similar Mason Greenwood case, the safer option would be to distance the club as much as possible until a final verdict gets released by the police. The only reason that comes to my mind as to why Manchester United has made such a decision is that Manchester United is really sure that Antony has solid evidence. Otherwise, it is a bit weird for the club to get involved in all this and cause distraction for all the players and Erik ten Hag. But definitely let me know if you think that the club has made the right decision in terms of Antony or not. Now, Erik ten Hag has confirmed as well that the midfield duo Christian Eriksen and Scott McTominay are in contention for today's clash with Crystal Palace. Though I don't think Ten Hag will use them in the starting lineup, considering how great Hannibal, Mount, Casemiro and Amrabat were in the previous game against Crystal Palace. Not to mention that it is highly likely that Bruno Fernandes will start the game against Palace on Saturday, since he was given time to rest in the previous match. As for players who won't make it, unfortunately mainly due to picking up injuries, Martinez and Sergio Reguilon are the ones we have to touch on. It's been confirmed that our center back Lisandro Martinez faces an extended period on the sidelines through injury. The club has announced that Martinez, who has missed the last two matches, has suffered an aggravation of the foot injury he suffered in April. No exact time has been announced yet as to when he will return, so we don't exactly know when he will return to the squad. It's not going to cause us problems since Maguire, Lindelof and Johnny Evans have proven to be solid players in the last two matches. The club has also confirmed that Sergio Reguilon will miss tomorrow's game against Crystal Palace with a minor injury. Now, considering all the things that we have been talking about, there are a number of ways that the team's starting lineup can shape up to be. It's possible that Amrabat will fill in for Reguilon as an inverted left back, shaping up our defense next to Varane, Diego Dalot, one between Lindelof and Maguire, with Onana as our goalkeeper. I'll tell you what though, Harry Maguire was really solid against Palace, to the point that I wouldn't be shocked if Erik ten Hag goes for Maguire rather than Lindelof or Johnny Evans. I personally think that Casemiro, Mount and Bruno Fernandes will be our midfielders, with Rashford, Højlund and Pellistri as our attackers. I'm curious to know who you think will start in our starting lineup for the match against Palace. Definitely let me know in the comment section. Now, before we move on, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Next up, let's talk about Jadon Sancho and what are the latest about the player, as Barcelona manager Xavi is weighing up making two transfers happen in the January transfer window, according to a certain Spanish outlet close to Barcelona. La Liga giants Barcelona are reportedly interested in signing Manchester United forwards Jadon Sancho and Anthony Martial in the January transfer window, according to Mundo Diportivo. Not only that, the same outlet claims that Xavi is also keen to add Anthony Martial to his squad. Meanwhile, Calcio Mercado has recently claimed that United are looking at Juventus star Federico Chiesa to replace Antony, which in and of itself is an interesting piece of news. I personally don't think that will happen, but I figured let's cover it on today's video. But guys, that is it with all the news we have got in this video. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end. Definitely share your thoughts on all the news we've been talking about in the comment section. Consider subscribing to the channel and leave a like if you found this video informative. Until next time, take care of yourself.